Yes, the heading is mass volume relation. Here mass is nothing but in terms of mole. So again you can say mole volume relation. Yes, to understand this concept, once you have to recall Avogadro's law. Okay, what Avogadro's law? Generally there are two statements for Avogadro's law. Okay, equal volumes of all gases will have equal number of moles, or at STP an ideal gas will occupy 22.4 liters of volume, isn't it? Yes. So from that, see, at STP standard temperature and pressure, actually temperature must be 273.15 Kelvin, okay, and the pressure will be exactly 1 bar. Okay, temperature 273.15 Kelvin. Pressure is exactly 1 bar. Actually it is 22.7, but even though today also we are using for the calculations 22.4. I gave you clarity regarding this very clearly when I explained you Avogadro's law. Okay, so at this standard temperature and pressure, 1 mole of any gas, 1 mole of any gas, but the gas must be ideal. The gas must be ideal. 1 mole of any gas we generally say, but the gas must be, what is the property of gas? Basically the gas must be ideal. Okay, ideal gas works at very low pressure and high temperature. Avi conditions untai anamata generally. Okay, 1 mole of any gas, ideal gas, occupies 22.4 liters of volume. 22.4 liters of volume. Okay, so we know very well 1 mole of any gas, and one more thing, mole volume relationship is quite related to gaseous substances. It is quite related to gaseous substances. It is not generally it is not related to solids and liquids, but even though it is a solid or liquid, if it is converted to vapor state, then for the vapor also it is, for the vapor of any substance also mole volume relationship or mass volume relationship can be applied. Be clear in mind. Okay, so basically that means it explains about gaseous substances. We discuss mole volume relationship basically for the sake of gaseous substances, but if you convert any liquid substance or any solid substance into its vapor, for that vapor also mole volume or mass volume relationship can be applied. Understand? Okay, so that we generally say 1 mole of any gas, here not only gas, vapor also consider. Okay, 1 mole of any gas or vapor occupies 22.4 liters of volume at STP. And we know very well, see, 1 mole is equals to 1 mole of substance is equals to its gram molecular weight of substance. 1 mole of substance is equals to its gram molecular weight of substance. Do we have idea about this relation or not? So earlier I explained you this relation, mass relation or mole mass relation, isn't it? Avuna kada? Okay, 1 mole of any substance irrespective of the state of matter, 1 mole of any substance is equal to its gram molecular weight So from that way, if you take 1 mole of any gas, that means if you convert that mole into mass, suppose say 1 mole of carbon dioxide gas. 1 mole of carbon dioxide gas occupies how many liters, 22.4 liters of volume. But 1 mole of carbon dioxide gas means how many grams, 44 grams of carbon dioxide gas, because of, you know very well, 1 mole is equals to its gram molecular weight. 1 mole is equals to its gram molecular weight. Then if you calculate its gram molecular weight, you will get the value 44 grams. the mass number of this compound, approximate weight of this compound. Okay, so its gram molecular weight is 44 grams. Now you can say 44 grams of carbon dioxide can occupy 22.4 liters of volume. Okay, both are same. 1 mole of carbon dioxide is equals to 44 grams of carbon dioxide, that is equals to 22.4 liters. Okay, so not only this one. Suppose if you take 1 mole of any gas, see what is the basic condition? 1 mole of any gas or vapor, whatever it may be. 1 mole of steam, 1 mole of steam also occupies. Okay, 1 mole of steam. Steam means what, man? Steam is nothing but the gaseous form of water. Okay, water vapor is nothing but steam. Okay, so that 1 mole of steam is nothing but chemical formula is not going to be changed. Only physical state is changed. Physical state is changed, but chemical formula is not changed. So 1 mole of steam also occupies 22.4 liters of volume. 1 mole of steam means gram molecular weight of water. What is the gram molecular weight of water? Do it fast. 18 grams. Otherwise do it. You just cross check whether it is 18 or not. Do it fast within 5 to 10 seconds. 18 grams. Okay, so you may write 1 mole of steam or 18 grams of steam occupies 22.4 liters of volume, right? Okay, at the same time, if you take 1 mole of sulfur dioxide gas, because of why I am frequently taking the example of sulfur dioxide. So actually it is repeatedly appeared in states of matter in the first year syllabus, chapter number 5, part 1, states of matter, according to NCERT. Okay, so sulfur dioxide is one of the important gases. That's why it is better to be that means acquaintance with the sulfur dioxide. అంటే దానితో మీకు పరిచయం ఉండాలి. సల్ఫర్ డయాక్సైడ్ గ్యాస్తో మీకు బాగా పరిచయం ఉండాలి, మంచి ఫ్రెండ్షిప్ ఉండాలి. సో ఇట్స్ మాలిక్యులర్ వెయిట్ అండ్ లేటర్ డిఫరెంట్ వెలాసిటీస్ ఆఫ్ సల్ఫర్ డయాక్సైడ్ గ్యాస్ వస్తాయి. ఓకే, లిమిట్ 1 mole of sulfur dioxide, that is equals to how many grams of sulfur dioxide? 64 grams of sulfur dioxide, that occupies 22.4 liters. ఓకే, ఏదో అంటారు కదా, ఇక్కడ అందరూ సమానమే. ఇన్ కేస్ ఆఫ్ వాల్యూమ్ ఆల్ ఆర్ ఈక్వల్. దట్ ఈస్ వాట్ అవగాడ్రోస్ లా. ఈక్వల్ వాల్యూమ్స్ ఆఫ్ gases will contain equal number of moles. Equal number of moles, right? So in that way, 1 mole of any gas or vapor you take, it occupies 22.4 liters, irrespective of the nature of gas, whether the gas has, okay, what is basic nature or acidic nature. Irrespective of nature of gas, they occupy same amount of volume at STP, right? You first note down it, and later next to that I will dictate you few numericals. Completed? Note chesara? Who have not noted down, make it done fast within your 60 seconds. What is there? Just mole mass relation. In the heading itself I told at STP I already explained you. This is the basic line. This is the most important line. 1 mole of any gas occupies 22.4 liters of volume. Okay, gas oblique vapor, అది గ్యాస్ కావచ్చు వేపర్ కావచ్చు, right? 1 mole of substance is equals to its gram molecular weight of substance. Then only we can write this relation. 1 mole of sulfur dioxide gas, that is equals to 64 grams of sulfur dioxide gas, that is equals to 22.4 liters of sulfur dioxide gas. Is it over? Understood? Up to here what I have explained. Okay, no doubt in the content up to here. Aithe right. Okay, numerical right. How much volume will be occupied? How much volume will be occupied by 0.5 grams of hydrogen gas at STP. 0.5 grams of hydrogen gas at STP. How much volume will be occupied by 0.5 grams of hydrogen gas at STP? Your time starts. Do it fast. Official time is 60 seconds. Bonus time is 120 seconds. Totally 120 seconds. You have to solve it. See, this is the, what is the hint? Hint is there on the board. 1 mole of any gas occupies 22.4 liters. 1 mole is equals to its gram molecular weight. What is given in the problem? Mass of hydrogen is given. How much it is given? 0.5. The step 0 ఏం చేయాలి మీరు ప్రాబ్లంలో? Step 0, you have to calculate the number of moles of hydrogen gas. Number of moles of hydrogen gas, NH2 is equals to given weight of H2 gas upon its gram molecular weight of H2 gas. What is the given weight? 0.5 grams. What is the gram molecular weight? I am not asking gram atomic weight. It's because of its atomicity is 2. Gram molecular weight of hydrogen gas is 2 grams. 2 grams. So that substitute that one, 0.5 by 2. That is equals to 1 by 4 or 0.25. What is this 0.25? Number of moles of hydrogen gas. Number of moles of hydrogen gas. Now, it becomes a small problem, just 6th class standard problem or 5th class standard problem. Points lo vachindi kabatti 6th class anukondi. Okay, see, 1 mole of any gas will occupy 22.4 liters. 1 mole of H2 gas is equals to 22.4 liters. But how many moles are given to us? 0.25 moles. Therefore, 0.25 moles, mole of, అంటే 1 కన్నా ఎక్కువ ఉంటేనే మోల్స్ అనండి. If it is less than that of 1, just a mole. 0.25 mole of H2 gas. 0.25 into 22.4 liters. How much it is? Do calculation. Or otherwise 1 by 4 into 22.4. Both are same. 0.25, if it is taken in the form of fraction, it becomes 1 by 4. 1 by 4 into 22.4 or 0.25. Do it fast, ma. What is the answer? 5.6. 5.6 exactly. Exactly 5.6. Okay. So 5.6. What are these? Liters. 5.6 liters. 5.6 liters. So next. All of you have understood? Please tell me if you have not understood. Once again we will go through the same model problem. Inana boys. అర్థమైందా? మీరు గర్ల్స్ మా who have not understood without any hesitation. Understood ma? No hesitation. Okay, right. Write another numerical. Calculate the number of moles of carbon dioxide gas present in 0.224 liters. 0.224 liters. 0.224 liters of volume of CO2. 0.224 liters of volume of CO2. Volume of CO2. Your time has started. See, this time what I have given? Volume is given to you. What is asked to count? Calculate? Moles. Number of moles has to be calculated. No mass. Only volume, mole. Mole volume relation. Mole volume relation. 9.85. Okay, think it over, ma. Think it over. It's not the answer. Do it fast. Try to understand the concept. See, 0.224 liters of volume of CO2. Have you done? Just apply the, Nana? 1 by 100, one option. 1 by 100. Are you sure? Oh, okay, let him be with his answer. He is sure about that. 1 by 100 he is telling. Still 4.48. చూడండి ఎంత అడ్జసెంట్గా ఉన్నారు. Okay, drastic different answers they are telling. That means they are sincere. They are not depending on one another. Okay. Option 1, 1 by 100. Option 2, 4.8. Akash? 4.48. Okay. 0.01 option 3 0.01 are 0.01 she's telling. Still any answer from the back bench ma girls front bench అనుకుందాంలే మీ నుండి వస్తా నేను. Is there what's your answer? 0.01 only 1/100 కాదా? Both are same. Okay, next for you. Try, you have to try to get your answer. Don't depend on others answer. మీకు తెలుసు, you have to believe at your abilities. Don't depend on the others abilities. మీ ఎబిలిటీస్ను మీరు బిలీవ్ చేయండి. చేస్తున్నారా? ఇంకా వర్కౌట్ చేయండి. 0.02 స్లైట్ వేరియేషన్ షీ ఈస్ గెటింగ్ 0.02. ఓకే, టైమ్ ఇస్ అప్. చూద్దాం. వెరీ బేసిక్ రిలేషన్ మా టు రైట్ ద సొల్యూషన్ ఆఫ్ దిస్ ప్రాబ్లమ్. 22.4 liters is equals to 1 mole. Okay, 22.4 liters is equals to 1 mole. Basic unitary approach. 1 liter is equals to 1 by 22.4 moles. Ante kada? 1 liter is equals to 1 liter. Then this entire value goes to divide 1 by 22.4 moles. But we want how many liters ma? 0.0 అన్నా? No, 0.224. 0.224 liters. 0.224 liters is equals to 1 by 22.4 into 0.224. 0.224. Okay, so you can get some easy relation between these two. 0. So when it becomes this one, rendu equal eppudu avutayi cheppandi naku. When it becomes this one, so when it is equal to this one, definitely into 100 లేదా ones are hundreds are, that is equals to 1 by 100 is nothing but 0.01 mole. 0.01 mole. 22.4 liters. Please note down like this only. Who have not done solved this one? చేశారా? చాలా సంతోషం చేసి ఉంటే. లేదా ఇలా రాయండి 22.4 liters 1 mole. At STP don't forget. You should not forget. 22.4 liters of volume is equals to 1 mole of any gas. 1 mole of any gas. Not only carbon dioxide, not only carbon monoxide. Then 1 liter is equals to 1 upon, that means 1 by 22.4 mole. Then these many liters, 0.224 liters is equals to 1 by 22.4 into 0.224. So how many zeros are that means differentiated 1, 2. Ante kada? So 0, that's why you have to multiply this one with 100. So 0.224 ones are 0.22 hundreds. Isn't it? Doubt unda calculation lo? Artham kaleda evarkana? Right. So this is 0.01 mole. Okay, just I will tell you, I will dictate you 2 more numericals. You take it as home task and do later. Write the numericals. Calculate the volume of carbon dioxide gas, which is produced. Calculate the volume of carbon dioxide gas which is produced by heating 200 grams of calcium carbonate. By heating 200 grams of calcium carbonate. 200 grams of calcium carbonate. Okay, write the equation. Hint, I am giving you hint to solve this problem. Hint is nothing but action of heat on calcium carbonate. Action of heat on calcium carbonate. Calcium oxide plus carbon dioxide gas. So this is the hint. Calcium carbonate is solid. Then on heating, dry lime is obtained. Dry lime, podi sunnam, is obtained. Calcium oxide. In addition to that, carbon dioxide gas is released through the kilns. Sunnam battil nundi chustu untam. So calcium carbonate is heated. Then calcium oxide is left in the kiln. బట్టీలో మిగిలిపోతుంది. కార్బన్ డైఆక్సైడ్ గ్యాస్ ఈజ్ ఎస్కేప్డ్. సో how many liters of carbon dioxide gas is produced when 200 grams of calcium carbonate is burnt or otherwise calcium carbonate is heated, right? చేస్తారు కదా. ఓకే, నెక్స్ట్ వన్, రైట్. find the volume of sulfur trioxide gas, formula SO3 ma. Find the volume of sulfur trioxide gas when 128 grams of sulfur dioxide, 128 grams of sulfur dioxide is burnt when 128 grams of sulfur dioxide is burnt in the excess of oxygen, when 128 grams of sulfur dioxide is burnt in the excess of oxygen. Write the hint to solve this question, this problem. So sulfur dioxide plus 1/2 O2 gives rise to sulfur trioxide. Okay, actually you must have some clarity about these two reactions. Both are, let us imagine, both are conducting, both are carrying out in open vessel. ఓపెన్ వెజల్లో చేస్తున్నాం అనుకోండి, నాట్ ఇన్ క్లోజ్డ్ వెజల్. క్లోజ్డ్ వెజల్లో చేస్తే దీస్ రియాక్షన్స్ ఆర్ నాట్ గోయింగ్ టు బి ఫినిష్డ్. ఈక్విలిబ్రియం ఈజ్ అటైన్డ్. హియర్ ఆల్సో let us consider these reactions are carrying out in open vessel, not in closed vessel. Okay, so SO2 plus 1/2 O2 gives rise to SO3, or otherwise 2SO2 plus O2 gives rise to 2SO3. Okay, these two are hints to solve that problem. So to solve these two problems, one more hint I would like to provide you. You have to know the gram molecular weight of each and every substance. Here also you have to know the gram molecular weight of each and every substance. Okay, then only you can solve it successfully in no time, in short time. Right, have you understood up to here? Okay, solve చేస్తారు కదా, do it sincerely. Right ma, next one, relation between gram molecular weight of a substance, relation between gram molecular weight of a substance and its vapor density, gram molecular weight of a substance and its vapor density. Right ma, I have already told you ma, I have already dictated this relation also, but once again just I would like to refresh the relation between gram molecular weight of a substance and its a vapor density. Right, vapor density, write in bracket V dot D, capital V, capital D, or small v, whatever, that's your choice. Vapor density Vd is equals to molecular weight. Which kind of molecular weight? Gram molecular weight. We need to take a gram molecular weight. Gram molecular weight, vapor density of a substance is equals to gram molecular weight of a substance by 2. Gram molecular weight of a substance by 2. This is the relation. Right, but we have to prove it. See, generally the students will be given some problems to solve based on this relation. Anyone can do it. Chala simple ga chestaru because the relation is very plain and clear. Vapor density of a substance is equals to gram molecular weight of the substance by 2. Meeku vapor density istanu, I will give you the name of the substance, you know the formula of the substance, you can calculate its gram molecular weight. By 2 is, suppose if vapor density to be calculated, vapor density calculate cheyali, I have provided you the name of the substance, you can calculate its gram molecular weight. See, instead of calculation of vapor density by getting the value of gram molecular weight or calculation of GMW by getting vapor density, we have to know what is vapor density. How do we get this relation? See, there is one more relation. Vapor density is equals to density of vapor or gas at STP, density of vapor or gas at STP upon density of hydrogen gas. So how do we get this? Vapor density either of a gas or vapor. So what is the formula? Density of vapor or gas upon density of hydrogen gas. Now you know very well, let us consider whatever the substance, whatever the gaseous substance, whatever the vapor it may be. అంటే ఏ వేపర్ అయినా తీసుకోండి మీరు. You can take the vapor of carbon monoxide, that means gas. Carbon monoxide డైరెక్ట్గా మనం గ్యాస్గా తీసుకోవచ్చు. ఓకే, you can take carbon monoxide or you can take oxygen or ozone or whatever the gas, whatever the vapor. So at STP what is the density? నేను ఒక చిన్న ప్రాబ్లం చెప్తాను. What is the density of carbon dioxide? రాయండి, సైడ్లో రాయండి, because of this is the main topic. To understand this topic we are I am instructing, I am giving this problem. Okay, do it somewhere. What is the density of carbon dioxide? Density of carbon dioxide gas at STP. Density of carbon dioxide gas at STP. Suppose if you feel this problem also will be helpful to understand this concept thoroughly, you can write there itself, no issue. Okay, మీరు ఎక్కడ రాయాలనే దాని గురించి ఎక్కువ ఆలోచించద్దు, స్ట్రైట్గా అక్కడైనా రాయండి. రైట్, డెన్సిటీ ఆఫ్ కార్బన్ డైఆక్సైడ్ గ్యాస్ అట్ ఎస్టీపీ అన్నాను. వాట్ ఈస్ ద ఫార్ములా ఆఫ్ డెన్సిటీ మా? డెన్సిటీ ఫార్ములా ఈజ్ ఈక్వల్స్ టు మాస్ బై వాల్యూమ్. ఓకే, at STP 1 mole of carbon dioxide gas is equals to how many liters of volume it occupies? Okay, at STP, now I am writing at STP, let us consider we have taken 1 mole of carbon dioxide gas. How much amount of carbon dioxide gas? 1 mole of. At STP, let us consider 1 mole of CO2 gas is taken. 1 mole of CO2 gas. Then 1 mole of CO2 gas at STP it occupies then volume of CO2. ఎంత నాన్న? Volume of CO2 22.4 liters. Yes. What is the mass of 1 mole of CO2? What is the mass of 1 mole of carbon dioxide gas? 44 grams. Mass of CO2, that is equal 44 grams. Therefore density of CO2 gas, mass by volume na? What is the mass? 44. What is the volume? 22.4 liters. Okay, gram per cc. Density means mass by volume. Units of mass gram, units of volume centimeter cube, gram per cc. So almost if you calculate 1.96 అలా వస్తుంది, 1.96 or 1.97 gram per centimeter cube. Okay, see, gram is the unit for mass, centimeter cube are the units for volume. We have taken in CGS method. Okay, anyhow this is the density of carbon dioxide, 1 mole of carbon dioxide gas at STP కదా. అదే తీసుకుందాం, ఇక్కడ కార్బన్ డైఆక్సైడే తీసుకోండి. డెన్సిటీ ఆఫ్ వేపర్ ఆర్ గ్యాస్ అన్నాను. హౌ మచ్ ఇట్ ఈస్ మా? 4. సో నో నీడ్ టు టేక్ దిస్, దట్ మీన్స్ exact value, just take the fraction. 44 grams by 22.4 liters. Okay, this is for the carbon dioxide. Yes, what about the density of hydrogen gas? 1 mole of hydrogen gas at STP. Calculate cheyandi. Density of 1 mole of hydrogen gas. Density of 1 mole of hydrogen gas at STP. The formula is density of hydrogen gas. Formula mass of hydrogen gas upon volume of hydrogen gas. Then Yeah, 1 mole of hydrogen ma. How many grams of hydrogen? 1 mole of hydrogen gas is equals to how many grams of hydrogen? Gurtunda leda? How many grams? How many grams ma? 2 grams. Don't forget please. 1 mole of hydrogen gas is equals to 2 grams of hydrogen. So that substitute 2 grams and substitute either 2 grams of hydrogen or 44 grams of carbon dioxide or 64 grams of sulfur dioxide. 1 mole of any gas will occupy 22.4 liters of volume. Just substitute this fraction here. 2 gram upon 22.4, that is equals to, see, which is going to be cancelled ma? 22.4. Okay, clear ga rastanu, no issue. 44 by 22.4 into 22.4 by 2 kada. Now these two going to be cancelled. Gram cancel, centimeter cube cancel. Migilindi endanna 22. 2 ones are 2 22s. See, this is the vapor density of CO2 kada. Vapor density of CO2 is 22. Okay, so then vapor density of substance is equals to gram molecular weight of the substance by 2. So from this only the relation is taken. See, actually it's gram molecular. Ippudu idi cheddam. Vapor density of carbon dioxide is equals to gram molecular weight of carbon dioxide 44 by 2 is nothing but okay 2 gram per cc. ikkadaithe manaku units vastayi because of here gram per cc is there. gram per cc unnaya kaadu kada. total ga em undi ikkada molecular weight by gram per gram units ravanna cancel na. So 2 we get so vapor density is equals to 22 vapor density. So that is why please try to understand. That means I did not dictate you numericals in this relation. It's not a big task even for a high school standard student, 7th class 8th class evaraina chestaru. Okay, but we have to know how do we get this relation. Ee relation ela vastundi? Have you understood? Will you derive by your own? Meer own ga derive chestara? Vapor density of any substance, just let us take vapor density of any gas, any vapor. So what is the formula? Density of vapor or gas by density of hydrogen. But you have to consider 1 mole of vapor and 1 mole of hydrogen. Whatever the vapor or gas you are going to take, that will be 1 mole. Whatever the hydrogen you need to take, 1 mole. Then you have to separately calculate what is the density of 1 mole of taken vapor, what is the density of 1 mole of hydrogen gas. Substitute these fractions here. Automatically these two get cancelled. You will be getting its vapor density. Arthamainda? So with this we can say vapor density is equals to its gram molecular weight by 2, or otherwise 2 times of vapor density is equal to gram molecular weight of the substance. 2 into vapor density of a substance is equal to its gram molecular weight. It's a gram molecular weight. Antena? Okay. Next, one more relation. The relation between completed ma? Note it down or not? Note cheyakapothe cheyandi. I will wait for a while. No issue. See, now you are going to know one of the most hidden relation. So generally it will not be discussed. It is given in the books. In most of the books it is given, but generally we will not discuss this relation. But there will be a scope to frame or to ask some questions based on this relationship. Not this one. Dini gurinchi cheppadam ledu. Now which I am going to explain. Okay. Now write the relation between average atomic weight of a substance, average atomic weight of an element ma. Idi compounds ku vartinchadu. It will not be applicable for the compounds. The relation between average atomic weight of an element and its specific heat capacity Right. See here, first of all, the basic thing is average atomic weight of any element is inversely proportional to its specific heat capacity. Average atomic weight of any element is inversely proportional to its specific heat capacity, See, average atomic weight of a substance, especially element, no compounds, only element, is inversely proportional to 1 by specific heat, right? But here, if you take any substance, whatever, the specific heat of hydrogen, first of all, listen to me. Listen carefully and be attentive. This last 10 minutes are very crucial. Be attentive because of it is a very peculiar relation. To understand this relation, first of all, you have to know what is specific heat capacity of a substance. I will explain you a bit later. First of all, that concept. Before that, see, whichever the element molecule you take, whether it is sodium or it is hydrogen or it is beryllium, or it is whatever the element you take, but it should be taken in solid state. Solid state. See, to apply this condition, the element must be taken in solid state. So what is the condition? What is the relation? Average atomic weight is inversely proportional to specific heat. Okay? So element molecules must be taken. What is the condition? To apply the relation, the elements must be taken in solid state. See, mercury is there. Mercury is in liquid state now. So how do we get its specific heat capacity from this relation? Each and every substance can be existed in 3 different forms at different temperatures. అర్థమైందా? కాబట్టి ఏ సబ్స్టెన్స్ అయినా, bromine is a liquid. So how do we take? Bromine solid we have to take. At different temperatures and pressures, each and every substance can be existed in 3 different forms. So అలా సాలిడ్ ఫామ్నే మనం తీసుకోవాలి. Take the solid form of the elements. That is the basic criteria. Then only you can apply, you can say that average atomic weight of any element is directly proportional to 1 by specific heat, లేదా inversely proportional to specific heat capacity అన్నారు. ఓకే, అండ్ దెర్ ఈజ్ వన్ మోర్ రిలేషన్ త్రూ దిస్ ఓన్లీ. అంటే ఈ ఈక్వేషన్ సాల్వ్ చేస్తే మనకు వచ్చే రిలేషన్ ఏంటంటే యావరేజ్ అటామిక్ వెయిట్ is equals to 6.4 by specific heat for any element. Whichever the element you take, you can get this relation. Average atomic weight is equals to, write this one, average atomic weight is equals to 6.4 by specific heat. 6.4 by specific heat. That means if average atomic weight, the product of average atomic weight and specific heat will be 6.4. So from this equation, what do we get? Specific heat into average atomic weight is equals to 6.4. అర్థమైందా? Whatever it may be, if you take hydrogen gas or if you take neon gas or if you take some other potassium in vapor state కాదు కదా, ఏదైనా ఏ స్టేట్లో తీసుకోవాలి? సాలిడ్ స్టేట్లో తీసుకోవాలి. You have to take neon solid, you have to take potassium solid, generally solid. సాలిడ్స్ ఉన్నవి డైరెక్ట్గా అప్లై చేయవచ్చు. లిక్విడ్స్ వేపర్స్ ఉంటే ఆ ఎలిమెంట్స్ను వాటి సాలిడ్ స్టేట్లోనే అప్లై చేయాలి. ఓకే, సో ద ప్రోడక్ట్ ఆఫ్ దీస్ టూ విల్ గివ్ యూ ఎ కాన్స్టెంట్. ద కాన్స్టెంట్ ఈస్ అప్రాక్సిమేట్లీ 6.4. ఎగ్జాక్ట్లీ ఏమీ కాదు, అప్రాక్సిమేట్గా ఉంటుంది 6.4. రైట్. నౌ రైట్ ఎ న్యూమరికల్. ఫైండ్ ద స్పెసిఫిక్ హీట్ కెపాసిటీ ఆఫ్ హైడ్రోజన్. చూడు ఇక్కడ గ్యాస్ అనడం లేదమ్మా నేను, ఆఫ్ హైడ్రోజన్. మీరు గ్యాస్ రాసినా తప్పు లేదు, ఎందుకంటే యు ఆర్ నాట్ గోయింగ్ టు టేక్ గ్యాసియస్ స్టేట్, యూ విల్ టేక్ ఇట్స్ సాలిడ్ స్టేట్. ద స్పెసిఫిక్ హీట్ కెపాసిటీ ఆఫ్ హైడ్రోజన్. అప్లై దిస్ ఈక్వేషన్ అండ్ గెట్ ఇట్. డూ ఇట్ ఫాస్ట్. Specific heat capacity of hydrogen. For each and every element it can be applied. You no need to think about hydrogen, okay, cesium, radioactive elements no prakkan pettandi. Don't consider the radioactive elements. Other than the radioactive elements, all the other elements can be included. Specific heat capacity. Specific heat చెప్తాను. వాట్ ఈస్ స్పెసిఫిక్ హీట్? ఐ విల్ ఎక్స్ప్లెయిన్ యూ. ఓకే, ఫస్ట్ ఆఫ్ ఆల్ డూ దిస్ న్యూమరికల్. స్పెసిఫిక్ హీట్ ఈజ్ ఈక్వల్స్ టు స్పెసిఫిక్ హీట్ ఆఫ్ వాట్ మా? హైడ్రోజన్. స్పెసిఫిక్ హీట్ ఆఫ్ హైడ్రోజన్ ఈజ్ ఈక్వల్స్ టు 6.4 upon 1.0. 6.4 upon 1.0 అంతే కదా. సో వాట్ ఈజ్ ఇట్స్ యావరేజ్ అటామిక్ వెయిట్? ఎగ్జాక్ట్ ఈజ్ 1.008 grams. యావరేజ్ ఈజ్ ఓకే, లెట్ ఇట్ బి 1.008 తీసుకోండి, అప్రాక్సిమేట్లీ 6.389 వస్తుంది, లేదా 6.4 వస్తుంది హైడ్రోజన్ అయితే. ఓకే, నౌ డూ ఇట్. స్పెసిఫిక్ హీట్ కెపాసిటీ ఆఫ్ సోడియం. స్పెసిఫిక్ హీట్ కెపాసిటీ ఆఫ్ సోడియం. స్పెసిఫిక్ హీట్ కెపాసిటీ ఆఫ్ సోడియం. సారీ, స్పెసిఫిక్ రాయడం లేదమ్మా నేను, కొంచెం ఐ హ్యావ్ డన్ ఎ మిస్టేక్, డోంట్ మైండ్. స్పెసిఫిక్ రాయడం లేదు, స్పీసీ రాస్తున్నాను, డోంట్ మైండ్. మీరు అబ్జర్వ్ చేశారో లేదా? స్పెసిఫిక్ హీట్ ఆఫ్ natrium, sodium is equals to how much it is ma? 6.4/23. Calculate it. No, less by more. Regular fraction will come. Less by more. Less than 1. Less by more is always less than 1. Approximately 1/3.5. 1/3.5. మీరు అలా చేయొచ్చు, లేదా చేయండి. హ్యాపీలీ డూయింగ్, యు ఆర్ నాట్ హ్యావింగ్ అనదర్ లోడ్ ఆర్ బర్డెన్. 0.27 చూద్దాం, మీ సీనియర్ ఆన్సర్స్తో క్రాస్ చెక్ చేద్దాం. ఓకే, లెట్ యూ వెయిట్ టిల్ దే సాల్వ్ ఇట్. 0.27. సో యువర్ జూనియర్ మాస్టర్ ఈస్ టెల్లింగ్ దట్ 0.27 అంటున్నాడు. అప్రాక్సిమేట్లీ 0.27, ఎగ్జాక్ట్లీ 0.27. రైట్, వెరీ గుడ్. 0.27. So you have to write it as joule per Kelvin gram. Joule per Kelvin gram. Units of specific heat capacity. లేదా డిగ్రీ సెల్సియస్ కాదు, కెల్విన్ తీసుకుందాం. కెల్విన్ is the SI unit na. But we have to take grams only because of we have taken here. So ఇక్కడ మనము గ్రామ్స్లో తీసుకున్నాము. కెల్విన్ కెన్ బి టేకెన్ whether whatever it is. 6.4 joule per Kelvin gram. 1 joule is equal to how many ergs ma? 1 joule is equals to 10 to the power of 7 ergs. Okay, so ikkada specific heat joule per kilo చూద్దాము, ఇదే స్టాండ్ బై అవుతుందా లేదా. ఫస్ట్ ఆఫ్ ఆల్ లిజన్ టు మీ. వాట్ ఈస్ స్పెసిఫిక్ హీట్ కెపాసిటీ? స్పెసిఫిక్ హీట్ capacity or specific heat of an element. Specific heat, see, to rise 1 degree Celsius of 1 unit of temperature, to rise 1 unit of temperature in 1 gram of any substance, to rise 1 unit of temperature of 1 gram of any substance is called, whatever the heat energy is required is called specific heat capacity of the element. See, an element is there, we need to rise the temperature of the element from 27 degrees Celsius to 28 degrees Celsius. That means to rise 1 degree Celsius of temperature of how many grams of substance? Of 1 gram of substance. Of 1 gram of substance. Whatever the heat energy is supplied to the element, that is called specific heat capacity of the element. Understood? But definitely, whenever we get all these things in thermodynamics, I will explain you in a very detailed way the specific heat capacity. Right? Hope you have understood up to here whatever we discussed, numericals, relations, all that. Whatever the home task is given, please do it. Right? Right. All the best.